Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Doc Holiday. We back again. This the HBCU OverDrive live post game show. We haven't done about now. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get everything HBCU OverDrive. Man, oh man, oh man, we have some good football today. Right now we got some good baseball going on right now. Cause my Astros, like I said, was gonna try to take it tonight. They was gonna try to take it tonight. Let me get my co-host up in here. What's going on,
bro? 9-0. 9-0.
Hey,
wow.
It is the top of the 7 for the Astros. It's 4-1 Houston. So yeah, it's gonna be a good night in Houston. Wish I was there, but hey, other stuff come up first. So so what game you watched today, Brian? I know
Man, I've been watching. You know what? ASU and Bethune-Cookman was a good game. Bethune-Cookman, man. But the quarterback Jones, when he gets in trouble, he always rolls out to his right. Always rolls out to his right. And after a while, it caught up to him where they were defending that pretty well. He ran effectively a lot of the times. But I got to give ASU credit. They came back, and you know what I mean. They were behind, and they withstood the onslaught for a minute. But yeah, I really wanted Bethune-Cookman. I also watched some of the Grambling game. Man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that too, because I just seen the little stats on that. Woo!
Yeah, I've been watching. I've been man since this morning. Since the games come on, I've been watching games all day in the HBCU. Man, it was a great day to be an HBCU fan. I know for you being alumni of HBCU, I know you're proud of today. It's been a phenomenal day. I didn't catch the FAMU score though. I missed that.
Oh, we'll get into that too.
Okay, you got good news for me then? You got good news for me?
We'll get into that, man.
Okay, Doc.
There's a lot of stuff that was going on, man.
All right.
Let me see. I know top 25 in the actual FBS. LSU did have the lead, but Bama just took it. It's 21-17. Alabama got 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, let me see if I'll turn that on too.
Notre Dame is blowing out Clemson right now, 35-7.
Oh.
Earlier games, Georgia takes down my number one Tennessee Volunteers. That's cool though. They're gonna end up beating each other. Well, they're gonna not meet each other, but somebody's gonna come out of the East, the SEC East, to go to the championship game. Ohio State skipped by 21-7 against Northwestern. You got TCU staying undefeated, beat Texas Tech 34-24. North Carolina squeaks by Virginia 31-28. Kansas beats number 18 Oklahoma State 37-16. The Longhorns of Texas, they take down Kansas State 34-27. So it's some good football. It's been some good football that's going on today. You want to know about? Let's see what we got in the Ohio Valley, because that's Tennessee State. Tennessee State got blanked 42-0. So I don't know what to say about Tennessee State. And then you got the Big South. So Big South, you got North Carolina A&T. So let's start off with that right there. And as y'all know, like I said, it's still the H-Town Takeover, so it's the live post-game show. It's still the H-Town Takeover. Make sure y'all like and share and subscribe to the channel. All my new viewers, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 600 subscribers right now. Next thing you know, we're gonna get up to that 700, and then we moving on forward, y'all. So let's go. First game of the list. We got Norfolk State playing against North Carolina A&T. This game was in
Woo!
Greensboro. It was actually a good game that I saw. Uh, I say something about A&T. Bachel Tootin he's a dog. Dude at 117 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. Jalen Fowler went 22 or 33 in the air, 254 yards with 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. What's up, Darius? Yeah, tell them hit that like button. Hit that like button for everybody that wants to be a part of this thing that we got going on right here. Um, from what I'm looking at with A&T, they're gonna finish out. They're gonna finish out being the Big South champions. I don't unless till they'll knock out Gardner Webb, but they'll be Big South champions. They'll be in the playoffs this coming season. So I don't see nobody like literally stopping this train right here. Uh, next on the list, and I said this. I know, man. I know, man. I know. I know. So Morgan State loses to Stony Brook. I don't see how that happened, bro. I don't know how that happened. Stony Brook was 1-7, but is any given day in football. So, uh, and now when you got your star running back had almost 200 yards rushing, I don't understand that. So, but like they said, this was Morgan State's kind of like what I would call it like exhibition game because of the simple fact that they just hired hired Damian Wilson late in the year. uh next on the list, man. Next on this list. Oh yeah, we get oh yeah. Sonny Boom, we into this now. Delaware State 27, South Carolina State 24 in overtime. Now, I did watch this game. Delaware State was up 17-7 at halftime.
Guess who's not going to the Celebration Bowl?
They was they Delaware State was leading this game at halftime. They was leading it in the third quarter. For some reason in the fourth quarter, they forgot how to play freaking offense. You should not this South Carolina State team should not even been in the same stratosphere with you. This South Carolina State team should not even be in the same stratosphere with you. And you let them come back in the fourth quarter. But we take they turned the ball over and basically Delaware State kicked the field goal, won the game. Let's see what CJ Henry. CJ Henry 12 of 18, 114, had a costly interception. I mean, they played good defense. They played good ball control offense and defense. South Carolina State is James Buster Douglas. Are we talking about the 42-1, 42-1 long shot Buster Douglas that knocked out Mike Tyson?
You know what they say, Doc. A broken clock is right twice a day.
What's that?
A broken clock's right twice a day.
That is true. That is true. Oh yeah, make sure y'all what up, Israel? Israel, what's up, man? You have come to grace the show. And the last game on my list for the MEAC, and I don't know why the hell that I kept thinking to myself that they were gonna actually win this damn game or even be in the same universe with this school right here is Howard. Howard
Oh,
University. Howard University. I mean, yeah. Look, you was you was undefeated in the MEAC, at 2-0. What happened today? I'm gonna tell you what happened today. I'm gonna tell you what happened today.
reality set in.
Reality set in, and Quinn Williams, you thought was a quarterback, ain't no quarterback. I'm gonna just say it just like that. Two costly interceptions. Couldn't throw the ball past 20 yards. Couldn't get the running game going. And like couldn't get the running game going. North Carolina Central just basically dominated. This, I'm gonna tell you what with North Carolina Central. North Carolina Central is the Davius Richards show. That's who. That's what that is. A man got 281 in the air, 104 on the ground, 5 touchdowns combined. He basically was, as far as total offense, he had 385 yards of total offense. That's what happened right there. That's what happened.
But I remember at the beginning of the year when Howard, who was Howard that played in, was it
The MEAC Swag
Alabama
Challenge.
State? It was Alabama State, right?
Yeah.
And you said then that they should run the ball, and but if the quarterback tries, they give the ball in the quarterback's hands, he thinks he's who he's not, and he's going to throw interceptions. It comes back. You were 100% right.
I should have just stuck with my pick. Some just told me to with my pick. I don't know why I picked Howard. So first game on the list, because guess who in the building right now? It's Uncle Steven is in the building. The Bishop is in the building. First game on the list. I ain't gonna get it to the
Capital One is the official bank and credit card partner of Major League Baseball. What's in your
I'll
wallet?
turn my background down. I'm watching the
yeah,
baseball too.
yeah, they about to get on you.
Yeah, yeah. I said, oh my God, man, that's kind of loud there.
Where's all my SU fans? Where's all my Southern fans at? Where's all
Oh,
the Southern fans at? Where's all the Southern fans at? Cause I'm gonna tell you like this. I called it. Hey, I called into Swagging the Food. I called in the J Max show. It talked to J Max and G. I told J Max, hey, y'all better do something. You better do something. I
oh,
told him.
I wasn't too bad off because I said FAMU by 10, so they actually won by 14, so that's not too bad. Matter, listen, you know what? While you're talking, I'm gonna get on the phone. I'm gonna call the Secret Service and FBI and try to find some of those Southern fans.
Oh, hey, I'll just say, look. Hey, I before I got on the show, I listened to Scotty. I Scotty listened to Scotty's show. Hey, Sean, go on, come on in. I'm about to send you the invite. I'm about to send you the invite. But yeah. It is time to move on from Bashawn McCray, y'all. Southern University. Coach Dooley. It is time for you to move on from Bashawn McCray. It is time for you to move on from Bashawn McCray. Might as well go ahead and put Bubba back there, or you get Harold Blood. It
Well,
is
you know what they should do with McCray is put him as a running back because he ran 16 times for 125. But as far as a passer, he's been ineffective. I watched a couple. Matter of fact, though, last night I was watching a game when they lost to Texas Southern, and he was so inaccurate. It was unbelievable. I said, man, he was, and it wasn't like it was hard throws trying to fit it in a certain window. It was easy throws that he missed. And
Yep.
so, I don't know what Coach Dooley has seen. Maybe he has something on Coach Dooley that weird Coach Dooley's making him play. But for Coach Dooley, supposed to be this offensive genius, this guru, it's not working. And you know what? I'm going to say it right now, and I even said it a couple of weeks ago when me, you, and Sean were on, that Grambling is going to beat Southern, and Grambling's playing really good ball right now. I know I'm jumping ahead, but I already said it. I'm sticking. I'm putting the flag in the middle of the field. Grambling beating Southern next week.
Hey, hold on. I don't want nobody stealing my thunder. Nobody's stealing my thunder. First of all,
brother.
did I not hold? Let me run it back. I know y'all on this game, but I'm gonna catch up real quick. Did I not say that A&M, Alabama A&M was gonna lose to Valley?
I said that too.
Yeah, we all said that.
Did I not say that? Let's go back. Did I not say that Grambling was gonna beat who last week?
You said Grambling was going. You said Grambling
beat.
going.
Yeah. That wasn't a hard one this week for Grambling.
Listen to me, man. I said I was feeling upsetish. The teams that are in last place got good chances to get some wins. Yeah. And right now, the only team that won a game from the SWAC West, who was the only team to win the game from SWAC West? Against who?
Prairie View.
Because Prairie View did what?
Oh my God, man. I don't want to relive that damn game, bro. That pass that Conley threw to that receiver was wide. He was wide open. It was
wide open.
It was him. It was him, the Red Sea, and Jesus Christ on the other side.
Hey, he couldn't party. This same thing that happened to Cam Buckley today.
Yeah,
lack of focus. Lack of focus.
But Sean, the game should have never went to overtime.
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't. Overtime. You right. Everybody's right. I said it too. The game should never went to overtime. I'm talking to the people at work. Look, I was like, bro, I know I don't play football like that, but I know I got some hands. I can catch. I know if I got a ball that was thrown so pretty, it looked so good that it had to touch, like it touched my fingertips. Like it's touching my fingertips. I'm cradling it in.
And it was a great play call.
All he had to do was walk into the end zone.
He was in there. He was in there. He saw the end zone before he saw the catch. That's why he dropped it.
That's 100%.
You got to get the catch first. You seal the deal, bro. Dude was 5 yards behind you, bro. He was burnt. The formation, you showed run the entire formation. All you had to do was RPO, and it was set up. I was looking at the formation. I was like, they is way too heavy, bro. They got one on. I said, do they got one-on-one on the outside? I seen one-on-one on the outside. I was thinking, this a pass. He threw that thing up there. Boy, but yeah, people got to go back. I see Dallas Daniels didn't play today, so we got a lot of Quay.
Is he injured?
Yeah, I think he kind of had a little. He needed to sit out, and they didn't play a couple of people.
Yeah, Nugget didn't
play either. Nugget didn't play. Daniels didn't play. Nugget didn't play. They played they went into the depth.
But you know what? We'll get to that game later, but Texas Southern, for a young team, they're going to be something else next year. They're going to be very good.
Um, yeah, I think. Yeah, I know you're gonna get to that game later, but there was some opportunities on both sides of the ball that could have, some plays could have been made by
Yeah.
both, and it's a lack of concentration and focus. Um, but I didn't see the FAMU game, but
Oh.
I'm going to watch that game. I'm going to go back and look at that game because I want to see the struggles that Southern had. I was I was on my way into the game, Texas Southern and JSU game, and I was just, not really late, but you know what I'm saying. It was I had seen JSU score from my phone, so that let you know what I missed the early part of that. But when I got up in there, it was just it got to 21 so fast, you felt like it was gonna get 42 by the half.
Mm.
But what?
They get into this one right here. Of course, this is Pine Bluff and Grambling, which is it
Yeah,
wasn't
man,
really
come on,
much of a
man.
game,
Nah,
but Maurice Washington
Grambling on
had
the streak,
200
bruh.
yards rushing.
Yeah. I know. I heard somebody say two SWAC rushes for 200 yards. I think the SWAC player of the week may sneak out and be Wilkerson or Shador over Washington. I
But
think
Washington only
Washington.
had,
I
he only had
think
10
if
carries.
Shador, if yeah, that's crazy. If Shador is SWAC player of the week, then newcomer of the week is a battle between Washington and Savion for sure.
Okay, now let's get into this game right here. We can get into this game right here. I'm about to pull up my stats right here.
Oh, you want to
Um,
go ready to Jackson now?
yeah, we're gonna go to Jackson because the other two games. I mean, it was Bama State and Bethune, which Bethune had the lead,
That was a
and
great game. It
that was
was
a
a
great
good
game.
game.
But Bethune had the lead, and then the other game was I mean, like I said, I just did the Pine Bluff Grambling game, so but we'll get it to this one right now. Now, started out slow as always.
No, it didn't.
Now, in a sense, as far as with defense wise, we started out slow.
No, but if you, okay, go ahead. I'll go after. Go ahead.
It kind of, I mean, we kind of started out slow.
Well, they didn't score on the first possession. You know what? I was watching the film, like I said, Texas and Southern, and I knew that Southern likes up tempo, a lot of RPOs. They got speedy receivers. There was a couple of missed opportunities. Body was rushed. Well, he rushed himself. He had a receiver wide open. He rushed himself. You know what? Then we came down the field. Our first drive, we came down and scored. We were the first. That's how I like to see Jets. Like they were methodical the first down.
Mhm.
The first series. They were very methodical. Went down the field, fed the ball. You know what I mean? But even still, me and Sean, and even I think we talked about that, Doc. Also, is that JSU always seems their pattern to start off is always starting the first play is with a pass.
Yeah.
And I'm not crazy. That's just my opinion. I'm not crazy with that. You got a guy like Wilkes that we seen today got 200 yards. That man is a dog. He's a beast. Um, and the thing is, he's averaging 5 yards a carry. So when a guy averages 5 yards, give him the ball. Let him tote the rock. Tote the rock gets 5 yards. Your second and 5. Then you have your playbook opens up that much more.
Yeah, you correct. I mean, um, I would say, I mean, I would say this. We kind of did start a little sluggish on defense, but you wake yourself up, keep going, and you keep going, you keep going, you wake yourself up. Now the SWAC, these refs didn't do us no damn justice.
Oh no, don't go there.
They did do us no justice because they kept slowing the game down, and that's what I didn't like right there. Now, I did like that we used DJ Stevens on tight end plays, which was good, especially the touchdown pass that he threw to DJ for like 38 yards, which was good. Shane Hooks Shane Hooks kept the chains moving. Travis Hunter caught two passes for 25 yards, which was good. You seen most of the time he was on defense, and he was locked down on defense, y'all.
Man, he could not get that damn interception.
He couldn't get that.
He
He was trying his damnedest to try to get this interception, but he was locked down on defense.
He should have had 2 picks.
He showed his speed on the recovery side, but he
Yeah.
kind of like grabbed the inside shoulder of the receiver to kind of influence the incomplete pass. I think he was guessing a little bit too much.
Mhm.
I mean, not guessing a little bit too much, but I think that he took himself out of position a couple of times where he could have succeeded.
Sonny Boom, we could have scored. We should have scored more.
It should have been like a 56 point. It should have been 56.
Should have been 56.
I think Quay showed some he showed some get up. He was able to get out there and play X,
Mm-hmm.
and because he was playing X, it allowed him to, you know what I mean, like get one-on-one with a receiver instead of being bunched up in that front. You know, trying to run them same little couple of plays that they run with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that little reverse or the little short pass. Like get him outside, let him be a little bit elusive and attack. And I think that's how you get the best out of Quay, is you single him up with a DB on the backside.
Yep.
You let him drive him off, get him some hitches. You know what I'm saying? See if he could break a tackle because he's strong.
Dude is big. If you ain't seen Quay in person, that kid is big.
Antoine Bolton.
Bolden, yeah, he kind of like Antoine Bolden,
yeah. Antoine Bolden, yeah, he is.
But he's a little bit more of an athlete than that because he can play a multitude of well, Antoine Bolden could too, though. Damn, take that back. That's a good comparison.
And he got more. I think he's definitely got more speed though.
He got more speed. Yeah, he got a little shiftiness, quickness, and speed. Savion with 26 carries, 214 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Somebody on the show told me that he might go for 234. Who was that? Y'all was close. I think that was Sonny Boom. I think you said he was gonna go for 234. I say he was gonna go for 150. But damn, he surprised. You know, he surprised me. I mean, I ain't say surprised, but could have fooled me because, like, he was determined not to get put on the ground, and Brian, he was at his threshold of carries, 26. I wouldn't give him more than 20. I wouldn't give no more than up to 30 carries a game for Savion, just to keep him fresh.
Listen, every time I watch this young man, he impresses me more and more. My comparison, I think I said it, and I said it on Ken's show 1400, and I said it here with us. He reminds me of a Jerome Bettis. He's got that quick feet. You know what I mean? It's that stutter step, and it's relentless that he goes through the hole, makes guys miss, safeties and DBs try to make business decisions every time he comes through that hole.
No, his best run of the night was the one where he scored the long touchdown. He lowered his pad level, but he had the tackle right there, and the tackle was blocking someone, and he went and the defender thought he had him, but he actually was tackling the blocker, and Savion just squirted on up out of there and went on to the house, bro. That was a good run, but he has a couple of nice little runs today. You know what I mean? He was unstoppable today. And when they heard that he was closer to 200 yards, you seen them go out their way to make sure that he hit that 200-yard mark. I think he should be approaching. Should he be approaching 1,000 yards?
Yeah, he'd be 1,000 yards.
No, what did he have before the game? He was at 6, so he's around 800 now, right?
Yeah, he's over 800. He's about to be he's about 900, so he'll be 1,000 yards whatever he get against Alabama A&M.
And remember last game he had 96, and Coach Prime said, "I wish I would have known that he had that. I would have at least got him a 100-yard game."
It's gonna be some. Okay. It's gonna be some smoke that game.
Yeah.
This game coming up is gonna be, boy. It's gonna be some smoke.
Yeah, because hey man, I don't know what to tell A&M. I mean, I really can't say anything because you got destroyed by Ballard.
Yeah, that didn't help them at all. They
That
don't
did
help with
not
their
help you at
confidence
all.
either.
Like I said too, with that, also I also said this is that the fact that because you played a 2 quarterback system and you've been doing it so late, you're doing it late in the season, you have no type of continuity with your team and your QBs. You just throw somebody out there. Miak Mike, what's up, man? Yeah, he told me fam you was gonna win. So
I'm gonna hop off, man. I'm gonna hop off and hop back on. I gotta get my charge. I left it in the car.
bet.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we used those tight ends today, which was good. That was good. We needed that.
I wonder who's been preaching that a long time.
A
Yeah.
lot of
You
us
know, I've
has
been.
been preaching. A lot of us has been preaching about that, about using tight
Yeah.
ends because of the simple fact we don't use tight ends. What's up, Terry? Yeah, he needs about 119, 125 to get 1,000. Do we score? Do we score 61 again next week? Shoot, the way that they
But
played
but you know,
Thursday, we might score like 70.
yeah. But Texas
Um,
Texas Southern was able to run the ball on us still a lot today. They did.
that
You know,
was.
they did.
I mean, but they'll run heavy
It
RPO
was.
team.
Yeah, and it was sporadically, but you know they had some good chunks, they had some good plays, and then when I watched them play, like I said, I watched the game against Southern, and I watched it a couple of times, and I said, you know what, we could be vulnerable in certain places, and I guarantee Dennis Sturman, you know what I mean, he's not happy.
As far as with the running game.
Yeah.
I mean, when you playing a team like that, that's an RPO type team, is basically you playing assignment football. That's all it is. But because the option the offense is spread instead of what you normally would see like coming out of I formation. Um, it's like okay, you take what you can. Um,
Yeah.
they was, like you said, is right. He said they was able to move the ball with misdirections and stuff like that, and that's what they do because you could use misdirection with Ladarius Owen because he's small and he's quick. Jarvion, I mean not Jarvion, but Jacory is basically a downhill runner because he's like 235 pounds.
Oh, he's a thumper.
He's a thumper.
But that's when you have on the defense. That's when you got to be gap disciplined and make sure that you're holding the edges. You know what I mean? And then they have a spy for Andrew Body. They did a pretty good job on Body. He had a couple of runs as far as like that. But they did a really good job on Body and stuff like that. Listen, our defense is number one for a reason. And for me, every week I like to see them throw up zeros. But you know what? Sometimes you got to give the other team credit. And and besides some of our mistakes that we made, we got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot as penalties, jumping off, a league of procedures when you're within the 5 yard line. That's bro. You can't be doing that in a game especially the games are getting more and more important and become a bigger magnitude.
Here go Russell, y'all. He's talking about he gonna be quiet. Don't be quiet now. Don't be quiet now, cause you told me that Sutter was gonna be FAMU. You said that Shadur, yes, ooh yeah, he's always gonna be accurate, man. Shadur is 76% today. He's always gonna be accurate. Now, it's some things about Shadur I don't like. He keep
Holding on to the ball too long.
hold on to the ball too long. Like I understand you're trying to manipulate the defense and everything. I'm like, look, just if you don't see it down the field, just throw the ball away.
Yeah. And, you're so right, Doc, because there was a couple plays today where he was looking down the field. But you see, that's where I like those underneath routes. And sometimes I don't know if it's the scheme that they're running on that play, and the patterns that they're running, and they're running all go routes. There's no
Mhm.
cross routes. When he used certain routes that included a tight end, they were there. The passes were there underneath. A lot of times he had to check. He had to check down to his running backs, and then he still looked downfield. And then after he waited, hesitated, a couple of times he did throw the ball away. But sometimes it's like I know Coach Prime sometimes was just shaking his head.
Yeah. I mean, it was some plays where he did shake. He was on the sideline. He was like, "What the?" He
Yeah.
wanted to cuss, but he'd be like, "Damn, what the hell is this boy doing right here?"
What the darn's going on?
How do I feel about? Hey, Darren, how do I feel about the officiating today? Is usual swag officiating trash?
Yeah.
It was usual. It was the usual. It was trash.
Hey Doc, on a scale from 1 to 10, we got to borrow numbers.
15.
Minus. They're horrible. They're
Relax.
horrible.
I mean, I know we won by we won by 4 touchdowns, but still, when you so used to seeing them score like 49, 56, and 60 points, 60 points a game, we get used to that. I be wanting to see them like just take a team's will
And
and
it's fun.
just destroy it.
Yeah. And it's just like when we got up 21-0, or it just seemed like our play calling started to get stagnant. It was like, oh well, what do you know what I mean? We're up 21, and it gets really still. But it shows the talent level when they came. When TSU scored, and we came back and scored. But some of the calls, you're up 21-0. You get the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden, first down pass, second down pass, third. Run the ball, set up the pass. Run the ball, set up the pass. There's so many options. You get 1st and 5, and if you get 5 yards on the first down, then the second you got 2nd and 5. You have so many different. So much. Their playbook is so wide open. And then, but if you miss on first down, it's then it goes 2nd and 10, so it's down in distance. So their team, what do? They do a blitz. You know what I mean? You throw the ball away, you get no yards. Now it's 3rd and 10. You're in another passing down. So I
Uh
think some of the times during the game was stagnant, very stagnant.
oh. Wayne just came in and told Wayne just came in. Wayne just came in and said LSU beats Alabama in overtime, 32-31.
I wonder if Coach Saban going to do an Affleck commercial.
As 2 losses for Bama this year. They are
They're done.
not. They are not going. They're not going to the playoffs this year.
Good for Brian Kelly.
That was a
Even
good.
with his,
That was a damn good win for Brian Kelly.
yeah,
He
even
needed
with his
that.
fake act. Hey Doc, even with his fake accent, good for him.
Oh yeah, you needed that. That's a game that you really needed. Now there's it's gonna be a fight between either LSU from the West. I think they still got to play. I think they still got to play. No, they already played Ole Miss. They got to play Arkansas. They'll win that game. UAB they'll win, and then A&M they'll win. Texas A&M, yeah.
I'm just going to read here what AP wrote. Think the offensive play was fine. The execution was bad by the wide receivers killing drives.
Yeah.
Number one, we know he dropped the bomb pass and hooks, pushing off and flags and his life depend on it. We understand all that, but sometimes here's my point of view. You have more options if on the first down. Yes, that was the play that you know what I mean. It was drawn up and obviously he should have caught the ball. I agree with you 100%. But if you're 2nd and 5 instead of 2nd and 10, your play calling is very limited.
Yeah.
And if you don't succeed, it's everything's in football is because of down and distance. So if you're down and distance, it's within 5 yards or less, then you have your playbook is wide open. You can run the ball, you can do a draw, you can do a screen, you can do a play action pass. So you have a lot more opportunity. You're 100% right, AP, when you're saying that receivers drop the ball and they're pushed off by hooks. I agree with you totally. But but in the course of the game, what happens when you give, in my opinion, when you give another team momentum, is because of your play calling, your selection and stuff like that. If you run the ball, especially when everybody knew it wasn't a secret that TSU could not stop the run. So why do you stop the run on periodically when it's working? That's my question. That's my theory and my questions. My
Okay.
opinion.
Alan just hit me up. He's asked me, do you think Andrew Body stay at Texas Southern or transfer somewhere? I know the show about it ain't all about JSU. I cover all HBCU football and everything. But the person you really might need to talk to about that is Mama Body. And if she say that he don't feel like he needs to be there, then he'll leave. But I'm with Israel. Uh Andrew gonna stay at Texas Southern. I feel like he's I think he's loyal to a fault for Texas Southern. Um it it just the offensive play caller, the offensive coordinator is for them is garbage. So he'll stay at Texas Southern.
Yeah, but look at it also too. I think they're a very young team. They got a lot of sophomores. Last year they had a lot of freshmen on their team. This year
Mm-hmm.
mostly all the sophomores. So it's up to the staff to recruit better, to get maybe a better offensive line for him, get him a little bit more talent around him, and he still has to develop his game like all quarterbacks have to develop his game. If
Yep.
he transfers, where's he going to transfer to? So he's got to learn. He's got to learn a whole new system. So it wouldn't be advantageous for him to transfer at this time to another system and learn another system next year, going into his junior year.
Yeah, that and you're right. That would be crazy for him to like transfer somewhere else, and like you said, got to learn a lot of things all over again. But if he did transfer, he'll probably transfer somewhere in Texas, here in Texas, so that way he'll stay close to home. Um, you got school like if you did like that, you got schools like Incarnate Word, because Lindsey Scott about to, he's graduating at the end of this year. You got Sam Houston, you got Stephen F. Falston, you got you even got uh A&M Commerce. Um Hell, if he had to, he could go to Texas A&M, and I bet you he went to Texas A&M in College Station. That team will be so much better offensively because he would try to get them on the right foot. Uh, me and Mike talk about he said they got to be pissed off to blow you out. Hey, I feel like every team got to be, you that nominated. I feel like you got to be pissed off every time because everybody is looking down on you. Uh, let me see. Hold on. Let me see what AP said. I mean, that's what I said too. Like I said, that's why I said like you don't. I mean, when it comes to Savion, I'm not giving him no more than 30 carries because, like I said, you want to keep him fresh. And then two, JD Martin is a fumbling machine. Santee, um, if he gets hit, if he gets hit, um, he has toughness, but like you hit him the right way, like he took that hit against Bethune, yeah, he's he's not that durable. And yes, he does fumble the ball too. Even Savion fumbles the ball too, but you can
Savion fumbled one time.
yeah, but at least he's reliable, and to me he forgets the turnover and he goes back out there and try to do what he do. Uh,
But what happened with Savion when he fumbled the ball that time that he fumbled? He tried to extend to get to the goal line, and that's something that could be corrected. Other
yeah,
than that, he's really secure with the ball. But with Martin, like you said, with Martin and Savion, which we both love Savion, but he's a little light. He's a little light in the rear, and he gets hit. That ball can come out.
yeah. JD Martin, JD Martin has speed, but like I said, when he gets if he does not hold on to the ball correctly when he's running. And yeah, Wilkinson is better in pass blocking too. Um, let me see. You got somebody said something about South Carolina State. South Carolina State is over with. They done. They
Stick the
are
fork in him.
done. And Andrew Body's not gonna go that far to South Carolina State. He's staying in. If he's gonna stay at Texas Southern, he'll be staying here in the state. Uh,
But Doc, why would people even think about him going to South Carolina, going from the SWAC to the MEAC to learn a whole new system, the receivers and stuff like that? It just makes no sense. We got to stop. Okay, the transfer portal is there for individuals to go if they're not playing or a situation, whatever. It could be a bad situation, but if your situation it will get better and you're progressing each year, you're not just going to jump in a transfer portal. And they're making it a little bit harder for somebody to be in the transfer portal.
yeah, that transfer portal about to be shut
Hey,
down.
Doc, I got great news. Your
What's that?
Houston Astros just won the World Series.
Yeah, I already know. You already know. You already know. Scrolls before hoes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Congratulations to Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker
I'm not
got his
always
first series win.
first. Yes. Congratulations. So H Town has been in a great situation today. They went 500. They lost to the best team in the SWAC, and the best team won in Major League Baseball. So they should be happy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was a good day. Nah. No Buddy Pugh and Andrew Body. Nah. No, sir. Um Buddy Pugh basically he gets everybody from South Carolina.
It just doesn't make sense.
But yeah, I yes, you bless Houston. Hey man, it was a good day for both of my teams. So it was a good day for both of my teams. We won the football game and we won the World Series. What's up? Win second World Series since 2017. Now what people gonna talk about? Oh, they cheated. Oh well. They didn't cheat. You just got your ass beat. uh Looks like Auburn might be taking the win against Mississippi State. They up by 3 with 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna get FAMU. We gonna let me go. Let's pedal back to FAMU. FAMU and Southern. All right.
So you know what? FAMU, you know what? And we said it. We all said it. Me, you, and Sean said it after they lost to JSU in the North Carolina that they probably would run the table, and this is what they're doing. But the Southern fans, you know what I mean? Great people and stuff like that. But I'm so glad that they lost. I am glad that Southern lost. And you know what? It's going to be 3 in a row because Grandma's going to beat them next week. Anybody got yellow and blue uniforms? I question.
Yeah, it was, and it's hard, like because you can easily, like seriously, on a serious note, you can easily beat FAMU. All you have to do is basically you take out Xavier Smith. Who does Musa have to throw to? Like literally, literally, you could beat FAMU if you take out your main mission. If you playing FAMU offense, on the if you're on the defense going up against FAMU's offense, your main mission is take out Xavier Smith. Who does Musa has to? Who do he have to throw to?
But today, Musa went. What did Musa do? He went 70 for 34 for 224, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He went to Xavier Smith, 6 receptions for
6
100
receptions.
yard, 1 touchdown. He
How
went
many
six.
targets was that though? That was probably like at least 10 to 12 targets right there.
Probably doesn't say. He went to AJ Davis, got 1 touchdown, 2 for 27, and Jay Pruitt also got one touchdown. And on the rushing side,
They can't run the
uh,
ball worth crap.
yeah, no, they didn't run the ball. They didn't, I what they got 45, 45, 75. They got just over 100 yards. Just over. Matter of fact, they got under 100 because Musa got sacked for -3 yards, so they're probably just under around 100 yards. You're 100% right.
Russell Haynes talking about Wilkinson came from the mid to the sweat. What's up? He came from the mid to the sweat because he went to go follow Coach Prime.
He wanted a winning program.
He wanted a winning program, so he took somebody. And in fact, he wanted to improve on his rushing offense. So that's what he did. He went to go grab the best running back in the MEAC last season, and look what he's doing now. But to get back on the fam in Southern, man. If like I said, if I was Southern, if you want to be FAMU, I'm gonna tell this to every school, to every team that has to play FAMU. The last 2 games, whoever FAMU play, if you want to be Florida A&M, look at the film from Jackson State. That is how you beat fam.
But you know what? You're 1,000% right. But nobody has Jackson State's defense, and the thing is, FAMU is the second best team in the SWAC.
You ain't
We got
gotta
to
have.
give
I
it.
mean, to me, you don't have to have Jackson State defense. I would say you just have to. You have to have the scheme to. You can get a little bit of the scheme to do it. But my whole thing is, you got to limit that man in Xavier Smith, because if he goes off, Musa doesn't go off. Musa doesn't get
Yeah, but
those.
every team that FAMU has beaten since JSU knows the same thing that you're saying 100%. But the thing is, they can't do it. They can't do it for whatever reason. They can't do it. So, like I said, FAMU, uh, they're the second best team in the SWAC. Their record's going to prove it again this year. Southern, for a guy that Coach Dooley's supposed to be a offensive guru, and his game plan seems like run McCray. He's not even passing. Run McCray. And like you said, you're 1,000% right. Time for a change of quarterback.
It's time for a change for Southern. It's time for you to change quarterback. You got Bubba Lampley sitting on the bench. You got Harold Blood sitting on the bench. You got another kid that's sitting on the bench. Bashawn McCray is not that guy. If you want Bashawn McCray to play, man, put him at receiver. Put him at an H-back. Put him at running back. He'll get you 100 yards just running the ball. But the thought process of being a quarterback is much more than just taking the ball, don't see nobody open and just running. No, you have to be a quarterback. to be successful.
He was 8 for 20 for 88 yards.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna highlight this question. If we play FAMU in the middle of the season, we will still destroy FAMU just the way that we did it in the beginning of the season.
We beat him by more.
You beat it, yes. Now you got fam, you got tape on them now. Thank you. They still catching the L.
Capital L.
This FAMU team is not dominant. I mean, now they're gonna try to bargain. They're gonna try to, plead their case to get that at-large bid to get into the playoffs. But you got teams, like I said, like Blue said, you got teams from the SoCon, and you got teams from the Colonial that are going to take 4 of those at-large bids. Then, of course, you got the Missouri Valley that basically is going to take at least 5, because you're going to go with the regular season champ, which is, for right now, it's South Dakota State. And then you're going to get the next 4. AP, AP. McCray was a JUCO star player. He went to Hines Community College. He was in Hines in Mississippi. And you still went and got him. You still got him. Yeah, he went to Hines, man. He was at Hines last season. Yeah, they got. Yeah, you're right, Brian. They got to go back. We got to go after high quality QBs. You can't just settle for any old body. If you're trying to raise the play of the SWAC and your team as a whole, then yeah, you got to go out there and get somebody that is capable of leading your team. I don't see no other than Shador, other than Andrew Body. I wouldn't say Musa, but he's a grad transfer. I don't see nobody else that can do that.
In the SWAC, you're right.
Bro. Come on now. Why you gotta say you gotta take out basket weaving, bro? Come on now, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Talking about, yeah, he should have took out basket weaving. Yeah, every team in the SWAC in HBCU football has to get better in the trenches.
And here's the question: 100% they got to get better in trenches, in the trenches, but don't be scared to go after these players.
Yeah,
a no. A lot of times people say, "Oh, well, he's going to say no." Well, until you hear from their mouth, But I always say no means not now. So you go, especially with the momentum that's going on, the publicity, the high profile things that are going on in HBCU, and some of these coaches are so envious of Coach Prime, what he's doing. They're showing their true colors with jealousy and stuff like that. Hey, listen, Coach Prime wants everybody to elevate. That's what he said from the get-go. He wants everybody to level the playing field. So, go after these high profile players, because here's what's going to happen. A lot of times you get 5 stars that goes to Alabama, goes to Texas A&M, and look at what happened with Texas A&M. They had a great class last year. A bunch of 5 stars that are not playing. You think they would want to play and not playing, and what's going on at Texas A&M? So you have opportunities. There's always opportunities, especially with the things that are going on now. Go after them, and if they decide to come to the HBCUs, great. If they don't, that's fine. But if you don't go after them, you never know.
Sonny Boom made a statement. He said that other schools are too jealous to utilize Prime. I
I
don't
just
know if
said that.
I don't know if they jealous, but I think they're
Yeah,
more.
they are. They are.
It's someone that's jealous, but no, I think they're more. They have too much pride in themselves.
Well, but it coincides. You know what I mean? If you're a great businessman, put it this way. One of the things that I've learned when I did business is what they always say: are you going to ask financial advice from your brokest friend? No. So somebody that's doing well, you want to like like shadow them, or listen to them, or ask them questions, because they're already successful. So when somebody's successful, it's you ask them, they can either say yes, they can help you, or no, they won't. So the thing is, Coach Prime already said, he put himself out there. Remember at the SWAC, it wasn't even at the SWAC conference, one of the coaches meetings, when they were talking about the money games. He said, let's form a committee. He says, I don't mind taking a lead, but so he's a leader, so he's trying to lead. So the thing is, you have Eddie Robinson Jr. saying, oh well, he's not SWAC, I'm not SWAC. You know what I mean? Put your personal pride and your ego aside, and try to do what's best for the conference and for your school. And there's strength in numbers. You know what I mean? There's
Yep.
strength in numbers. So and Eddie Robinson Jr. being an ex-professional, played 11 years I think in NFL. He should have connections. He definitely has connections, and he also has a relationship. So with his relationships, Hugh Jackson's relationship, Eddie George's relationship, Coach Prime's relationships, and other people's relationships, that if they combine, so they're building a quite a consortium of not only knowledge of relationships, so they can do things. You come strength in numbers, and I don't understand why it's not like that. Forget about that old. It's a crabs in a barrel attitude syndrome sometimes.
You right, AP. Yeah, you right. Yeah, they ain't too private to take that money from the conference because of what Prime doing. You right. And that's right, Mario. Um, Marlo. So work together to build up the HBCU, even though they are at other schools. Yeah, you take the momentum of what Dion is doing at Jackson State, and you ride that momentum. So even when you go into a recruit's house, yeah, be like, yeah, we got, man, you got Dion playing, he coaching over at Jackson State. I mean, if we could ride that way, but you want to beat them, we can beat them. And you gotta stand on 10 toes when you go to a recruit's house. Don't go in there and try to bull crap. Cause kids nowadays, they see through all that.
But put it this way: if I'm a coach in the SWAC, and I'm there using Dion's momentum as far as like that, and I go to a kid's house, or as try to recruit a kid and say, you know what, Coach Prime is doing a great thing at JSU. You know what I mean? Why don't you come to our school, and you know what, and let's try to build something just as great, and have an opportunity to play against Coach Prime and to beat them. So you can use him in a positive light still.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be negative. You can use him in a positive light. Say, listen, this is what's going on here. The momentum's here. Are the exposures here? So let's capitalize on this exposure and say, listen, Why don't you be? Let's be a part of something real that's starting in our school. That's real. Let's be part of something that's going to be momentous to our school. That's going to be historic to our school. You know what I mean? Join the momentum. So you know what I mean? It's right now. You know what I feel? I truly feel this. This is a moment in time. People are not realizing what's going on now because you just look at everything and put it into perspective.
Yeah.
Coach Prime gets hired. So unfortunately or fortunately, what happens? God always puts you in a great situation. I always say that.
Yeah.
So Coach Prime was beneficial of COVID in a way that there was a spring season. So his spring season was basically like a training camp because if he had to go into a regular season with the team that he had, he would have never had this success because he got rid of all those
You got rid
players.
of everybody.
So what happened is he had a spring season, games were canceled, were you know what I mean, and he got to see, and his coaches got to see the talent level that was there, and they got rid of mostly all those players. He comes, he gets the players that he wants. He went recruit. He recruited very well. He comes and he does what he was 11-1 no, he was 11. He was undefeated in the SWAC, right?
Yeah,
So
correct.
the second year he comes. He knows he lost the Celebration Bowl. So what did he says? I know how to fix it. My offensive line is horrendous, and I need a good kicker, specialty teams. So he addressed that. So he goes out and gets an offensive line, gets more receivers. He gets the number one recruit in the country. So the momentum is there. This is a moment in time because people say, "Oh, he's lucky." No, this is God's hand on it. I truly
Yeah.
believe that God's got His hand on this. So what's happening now? People should not take advantage, but be happy that it's going on because it's not going to last. Enjoy the moment and prosper by the moment, not just JSU. Like we were saying before, all the conference and all HBCUs, but all the conference of SWAC can really take advantage of this moment to make it a momentous thing.
And you know what's so funny? I'm just thinking about this. I was off by a touchdown for for TSU. I said the score was gonna be 41-21 Jackson State.
No, I never give him 21 points, man.
I said we're gonna be 41-21 Jackson State, but they yeah. But everything that you said though on that on that note, man, everything that you said is absolutely correct. Is absolutely correct. Um, just like I said, everybody got to ride that wave. Ride the wave and take advantage. Take advantage of it. It's so many coaches that's jealous, and then they got so much pride not to ride the wave and take what Prime is doing with with at the in the swag and at Jackson State period that they will still settle for mediocre.
Some
Like they
people
will,
doc will cut. Some people will cut their nose to spite their face.
yeah, like they will still settle for mediocre. I know if I'm doing like for example, if I'm doing this channel right here, I'm doing this show. Y'all think I'm gonna take this mediocre? Like being mediocre meaning that you're not taking it serious. You're not taking it serious. Oh, by the way, everybody, this channel did hit the 4,000 public watch hours threshold. So that is good. The 4,000 public hours that we have to watch, that is good. So we need now is the subscriber count to go up, and we are going to be monetized, y'all. So we get those likes up, we get the subscribers up. Make sure y'all tell all y'all friends about the channel. Make sure you tell your friends about the channel, man. Um, and we can get it up there, and we get this thing monetized, and then we can get members up in here. Like, look, I'm trying to do the damn thing. I am not trying to be mediocre with doing this stuff.
Everybody else there, I'm going to put it to you this way. I'm not speaking for Doc, but Doc is a great guy. The bottom line is this: we can go to the store and buy running shoes that cost $150. That's a cost. That's something that costs us. All we have to do for Doc's channel is like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you nothing. It's free. And you know what? The support that you give onto this channel gives him the ability to do more and more things on his channel. He has gone from 0 to 100 in a very short time. All we need is to like and subscribe. It's free. He does post game. He does pre-game. He does everything. The current news that's happening on the SWAC and HBCUs all over. You know what? Doc is one of the top guys in HBCU space. He's growing. Just like and subscribe and tell a friend. It doesn't cost you nothing. You know, if we're always out here and talk about we want to support a brother. This is easy way to support a brother. It doesn't cost.
That's true. And it's a lot of people I support. Through the
And he
space.
picks winning teams. Houston Astros.
That's right. That's right. And it's so funny. Look, I got the 1980s. I got my 1980s Astros shirt on, jersey on, Nolan Ryan. So I got a Hall of Famer on my back. Well, I'm gonna say it like this, Miak. But Russ, for the Miak, man, look, you want QBs. If you want QBs, you just gotta go out there and find them. That's it. If you want a QB, you got just gotta go out there and find them. You can't settle for anything. You can't settle for less. Like a Davius Richard, hey, North Carolina Central went out their way and found that guy. Woo! Hey, wait a minute. I like this. You say you hope. Oh, I hope we demoralize them. For one, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why we wanted to more. I wanted to demoralize A&M. One, you still talking all that cash shit since last season that we not gonna score 61 on you again. Let's get that straight. We'll probably put 70 on you. Second of all, you took a home game away from us to go play at Ranky Dink Lad People Stadium in Mobile, Alabama. Come on now.
How's that work? How did that happen?
Because they made this as a classic.
Okay.
They made it into a classic, so that took away Jackson State's home game. We were supposed to have 5 home games. 5 home games. Took one away. That would have helped the school. That would have helped the city. And they took it away.
But JSU still get monetized for this game, don't they?
Yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic
But
game. We get monetized. You get money from it, but in the end, like it's still not helping with the city and stuff like
City,
that.
yeah, yeah. Listen, I want them to beat them so bad because Alabama A&M wouldn't win the spring championship. For me, this is just me. It was just like winning the Lakers winning the championship in the bubble. It really didn't mean, that's asterisk. It's like a bubble championship to me.
I mean that championship they won in the spring
Spring.
season. Yeah, it wasn't. It
Come on.
didn't do nothing for me. Like y'all are who y'all are. Uh, even when they had Spady as their head coach, they was like 6-5, 5-6, a 7-4, but they couldn't get over that hump. Y'all are who y'all are. Say, I see what you're saying. They got some dudes down there in Mobile. I understand they got dudes down there in Mobile. I'm just saying, I still wouldn't want them to take a home game away from us.
No.
But Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. All right. That's cool. That's cool. It had to be, to me, it had to be something. It had got to be something with it. So, um, let's see another. Oh no, we good. We good. I don't hold anything serious. You know what I'm saying? Anything, it ain't all that serious unless it's my family. That's it. That's it. Um,
I just give my honest opinion. Uh, I do a disclaimer. The opinion is not of HBCU Overdrive. This is the opinion of Brian Johnson. That's it. That's all. We're here to have fun. We're here to have a civil debate, and I'm here to learn. You people that are out there in this space have taught me a lot about HBCUs. I appreciate you guys greatly. I appreciate you immensely. I root for JSU, but I also root for HBCUs to all succeed.
that's true. Oh shoot, we had some good D2 football today too. I even for HBCUs. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Let me see. Let's see. We got see what the schedule was. Let me see what these schedule was from today. What they did today. Uh hey, I got some games right today. Fort Valley came in and beat Albany State 31-21. Tuskegee comes away with the victory against Miles 26-23. That went into two overtimes. Benedict with the easy win against Allen 54-21. Central State, I think I had them winning 31-30 against Kentucky State. Edward Waters. Of course, I don't know who Atlantis University is, but you destroyed them 71-6. Hold on now. Hold on now. In the battle of the AUC, Morehouse, who was 0 for ever. They came in with no wins this season. Beats Clark Atlanta 20-17. That says something. And Savannah State comes away with a convincing victory against Lane College 44-38. So that's okay. I don't never talk. Look, I don't talk trash about Benedict. I actually like Benedict. Look, Benedict has a good football team. They have a good football team with a good coach, with a great coach in Chennis Berry. Hey, I'm not gonna talk trash about Benedict. You know, the only thing I say is that I know when they get into the playoffs, they're gonna have to play another HBCU team, and I mean, it sucks. It's gonna suck.
See, if people have been watching you, you've been up in Benedict all year long,
Yeah.
and your only complaint that you had that I heard is because of if they get in the playoffs, they have to play another HBCU team. That's the only thing that you ever said. So people just don't assume different things, but you know what I mean, or speculate what you said. If they listen what you said, they understand exactly what you said.
So let's see for today. I see what we had today in the CIAA. They don't have the score from Shaw and St. Augustine, but I bet you Shaw beat St. Augustine today. What up, HBCU band talk? What's going on? Hey, yeah, I'm check on Kobe and J Max. Yeah, Kobe. Kobe does the Blitz City podcast. You know, he covers Jackson State a lot, but he's low key. He is a heavy South Carolina State fan
That's where
because
he's from, right?
that's where he's from. Virginia Union defeats Virginia State 33-21. I want to see how many yards Jada Byers had tonight.
Hey Doc,
Yeah,
Ban talks with Patrol.
Bethune.
Yeah, sorry
Mm-hmm.
about your loss, man. Today I was cheering for you, Ban Talk. I was really cheering for you, man. I was watching the game, man. Uh, I'm gonna have a drink for you, man.
Hey, Sonny, G, they won last night. They beat Prairie View last night. Jada Byers had 132 yards rushing tonight. Okay. Y'all, like I said, y'all need to watch him because he's that dude. Chowan comes away with a blowout victory against Elizabeth City State, 54-8. Bowie State continues their they're trying to continue their dominance in the CIAA. They beat Lincoln, Pennsylvania, 41-24. Livingstone comes away with a squeaker against Johnson C. Smith, 26-20. And Fayetteville State ekes by Winston-Salem, 14-6. Man. What? Damn. He said, wait a minute. Hold on. You was not, hey, we is not gonna do Terry Sims like that, like they did Doc Campbell. That was day off. We're not gonna do him like that. We're not gonna do him like that.
No, that is about as firing Herb in Arizona State.
Let's see, yeah, that's where Livingstone is where he went. Where architect, he went to school at, and that's also where Sean Gilbert used to play for the the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. That's where he's coaching at. But yeah, it's some good football. It was good football today. Especially like I said in that CIAA and the SIAC. There's some good football. So should see what Langston did too. You got Langston, you got police out there tonight. Mississippi State beats Auburn as usual, 39-33 in overtime. Let's see. That's a fire truck out there. Somebody's going up in flames.
That's Southern season.
Leaving the state after the SU game, we should have beat them by 30. We don't have the FAMU kill a mosquito with an axe team mentality. That's been the program model 80 plus times, 80 years. Hey man, look. Hey man, look. Y'all should have beat them. Y'all should have beat them boys to sleep. It was good. It was a good way that it was a good thing that y'all did win. Y'all still got the momentum, riding 7-game winning streak. So hey, I like.
We all coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. The bottom line, when you win, nobody knows the score in 2 weeks.
Pretty much. Pretty much because we move on to the next. Man. Yeah, I don't think Langston played today. But it was some good games today, man. It was some good games. So let's give it up for all the good SWAC and MEAC games that was played today. All the D2 HBCU football games that was played today. Um I know here I know here in Texas we get ready to start up high school playoffs. So what up, Los? Hey man, sorry about the loss, man. Sorry about y'all. Sorry about us beating the brakes off of y'all. But hey, y'all still won. Cause them Astros won tonight. Them Astros won tonight. Uh, I mean, they was some good games. Like, look, Valley against A&M. I didn't see Valley coming out and you know being that aggressive. Uh, the Alcorn Prairie View game. I mean, it kind of lulled me to sleep for a little bit, but towards in and then got into overtime with him dropping that pass, then it kind of perked up. But and then too, uh tonight, today's games, like I mean, there was some good games though. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. There was some good games. Um so other than that, man, you got anything for me, Brian, before we roll up out of here? Cause I might join up on Ken's show tonight.
Mhm. Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The same thing. I was just watching the press conference of Coach Prime. You know what I mean? Is talking about his game. I just want to thank you always, and for what you're doing. For giving me an opportunity to be on with you, enjoying it, learning so much from you about the HBCU landscape, not going to an HBCU and living in another country. I really appreciate everything that you do. Uh, but you know, at the end of the day, we're 9-0, brother. We're nine
Oh
and
yeah,
zero.
it's 9-0. 9-0. I can't say anything else about it. 9-0.
Well, last thing, people out there, like and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing. You're being a part of the movement. You're part of the movement. You're part of the movement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But other than that, man, it was some good games. Like I said, good games tonight. I wasn't even tripping, so it sucked that I didn't go down there, but we good. Uh, hey man, we're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep this thing rolling as always, man. Trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers threshold, and then we gonna be monetized, man. So we're gonna try to get up in there. But um, y'all make sure, man. Y'all make sure, like I said, make sure y'all that's follow all the guys that does this, that do the independent content. Uh, get all the do all the independent content. Like I said, me, Ken Clark, you got Swag Buzz, Bliss City Podcast, Blue Bloods, Scott, All Script, you got Swag and the Fool, we got shout out to my boy First Letter, aka Put It On Something. I like his shows, I rock with him. You also got Dr. Kenyatta Cavill with the Inside the Sports Lab, HBCU Sports Lab. He be having good shows. The ONG Strike Zone, love that. The pregame snap, love the pre damn. the pre-snap read. That's what it is. That's my boy Bridges. Like all these dudes, all of us, even Jeff Lightsey, shit, uh, Dion Jr. with well off media. Um, even all the players that's going into doing content like Travis Hunter and Shador, Shiloh, Tony Gray, all these players doing they independent, doing having their own channels on, having their own platforms on YouTube. Make sure y'all go support that, support all of them, support me, support, Brian. I'm gonna try to get Brian his own YouTube channel if we can. Gonna do something. I'm trying to get me and Sean up in here do a YouTube channel for with us together. I got a lot of things that's going to that I'm thinking of to do. I could even have a swag versus me act, what I'm saying, channel. I could get me at Mike or Russell Haynes on there. We could just we could just go at it. But a lot of things going on, trying to get going. Just need all that support. Like I said, support by subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button, sharing it with people. Cause you share it with people gonna look and they're gonna subscribe. Let them know, hey man, look, subscribe to it. Also, if you haven't done it by now, you can donate to the channel through Cash App, and also if you need to, you can hit me on Twitter at HBCU _ OverDrive, and it's the same thing on Instagram, HBCU _ OverDrive. So if there's nothing that's going on tonight, it's party time in the H-Town. It's party time in Houston because why? Just State won and my Astros won. But in the meantime, between time, y'all stay safe, y'all be blessed, and stay dangerous. Peace.